Dan, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a really fun video. Well, fun for me because I've tried filming this video a dozen times for so many years, and now I feel like I'm ready to finally share with you guys what is in my work backpack tour. Try to do like a YouTube outro of me walking out with my backpack, and it just felt super silly. So in here, this is where I would normally keep my laptop and my iPad. I currently am using the MacBook Air for work, which means that my backpack isn't super bulky, but when I did use the MacBook Pro M3 in my previous job, it was such a hefty laptop that even my old backpack could barely fit that and everything else within it. So size of this, although it looks so big, it can fit a lot without looking too bulky. So I actually videoed this whole thing on the train on my way to work, so you know it's authentic. So I'll explain the rest of it through voiceover. First of all, I have my Awala, and me and this Awala have been through bits because I almost lost her, but luckily my colleague was able to retrieve it. However, she's really big and can be kind of bulky, so luckily this bag fits it. The next thing I have is this small expandable bag which I got from Tiger, because sometimes I come home with like food shopping or bits from work like camera equipment, so it's really always handy to just have this in my backpack for those days. And living in the UK means you should always have an umbrella present no matter what. The next thing is also very important to me, which is a Lysol spray. I always ask my sister, or I always stock up whenever I go visit the US for these things, because I always spray my tables down whenever I enter the train. I'm very particular with that. And then I also have my Japanese cherry blossom spray, because sometimes I want to freshen up, especially if it's been a long day, or if it's in the morning I forgot to use perfume. It's always just a very, very nice classic scent. Then I have this hand spray which Naomi gave to me. Oh, it smells so good. I love this. It's from the Philippines, guys, and it has this really distinct aloe smell that I love. So I just keep that on my backpack because I like to spray my hands whilst on the commute. And then it is my Dettol wipes. I normally wipe down the windows or the tables, especially if there's like gunk in it, because the trains can be a little bit nasty in the UK. Then I've got my liquid IV, and I keep that in there for days where I'm dehydrated on the train and I'm literally on a 2-hour commute and I need to, rehydrate. Next, I have this bamboo hairbrush which I use to brush my hair in the morning, because sometimes I leave the house without brushing my hair, so she's really, really important. I keep that in the front pocket so that it's easily accessible. And then I have my Aquaphor, so I use this on my lips if I have like dry, cracked hands. It's super useful for a lot of different things, especially in the winter when my face can get kind of dry and flaky. I have that in my backpack as an instant remedy. Now moving on to the main bits, as you can see, I have my Shin ramen, which was actually lunch for the day because I was trying to save a bit, It's not great because sometimes it upsets my stomach when I'm actually at work, but I love soups whenever I'm having a busy day. And then I have my little lunch pouch. It's a Ziploc with some grays, a banana, and skyflake. You know what's up. Skyflakes are actually super filling, so if you're hungry, then you needed something like a quick pick me up, then you should bring skyflakes. I also carry a separate pouch for all of my tech gear, so normally a USB-C to USB-C wire, tech dongles, maybe my mouse, and then I also carry a reporter notebook because I prefer to handwrite my notes during meetings so I don't forget anything. And then I carry 2 power banks, one that I can stick to my phone and one that is a lot more long lasting because I commute long hours and you never know when you'll run out of juice. This is my everything pouch. This is where I keep all of my essentials. If I had to pack one thing, it would have to be this pouch with everything inside it because it has all of the essentials I need throughout the day, and a lot of it is hygiene related because I like to stay fresh and clean even whilst I'm at work, and especially if I'm commuting, and worst case scenario if I get stranded somewhere. So the first one is a toothbrush because I like to brush my teeth in the mornings when I get to the office, or especially after lunch because nobody wants garlicky breath for their afternoon meeting. Then I have this mini deodorant that I got from Target. It's nice, not my favorite scent, but it's definitely great for a worst case scenario, especially in the summertime when you're like hot and sweaty. My next essential is a mini mouthwash. If you can't pack a toothbrush and a toothpaste, then a mouthwash is great because if you drink a lot of coffee, it helps protect and clean your teeth throughout the day, especially after lunchtime and you just need a quick pick-me-up. I would super recommend that. Next, I have a Tide stick, which is essential because I always spill food on me. It definitely helps to avoid any embarrassment going into meetings with like the execs, and then you have like a big food stain on your shirt after lunch. Next, I have a pad and a tampon. I carry both because depending on my flow or depending on the day, you never know what you'll need. So I always carry those two as an essential, especially if somebody else in the office might need it. Then I carry a mini charcoal toothpaste. Charcoal again because I'm a heavy coffee drinker. Then I also carry a little pack with band-aids and a wet one because I am again a klutz and I always get paper cuts. I've actually had this pouch pouch since my DAV days, and I carry it everywhere because it's thin enough to, you know, just slot into your bag. Then I have this Rituals hair and body mist because sometimes my hair smells like food after coming out of lunch, so this definitely helps to cover a little bit of that food smell off. My next essentials are strepsils and lactase enzymes. Strepsils because sometimes I get like a really itchy throat and I get so embarrassed coughing on the train and everyone looks at you, so I definitely carry that for worst case scenarios. Then I carry lactase enzymes because I'm pretty sure I'm lactose intolerant, and a lot of the food I tend to eat sometimes has cheese or dairy, so this helps my upset tummy from getting worse. It might seem a little excessive, but I swear I use every single one of these products whenever I go into the office, and oftentimes this is actually the pouch I bring with me whenever I'm traveling or going somewhere quite far, because you never know and you gotta be prepared for everything. This last segment goes out to my mom because she told me everything I need to know about what to pack for worst case scenarios, and also because I stole her bag like 2.5 years ago and didn't replace it until recently. So yeah, I hope you're not mad at me anymore, Mom. I hope you're happy that I finally stopped using your backpack. I didn't even wash that backpack for like 2 years. It was so grubby.